दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण मणिभूषण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण मणिभूषण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा गजोदन प्रभु
जी है ज्वाइन प्रभु जी।
हरे कृष्णा श्री कर्ता दास प्रभु जी, वेलकम।
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
वेलकम बैक टू कन्या देश।
So nice.
We can do the small introduction प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandvat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. And we welcome you all for our Saturday morning Bhagavatam class. Today we are very fortunate that we have with us His Grace Shikarta Prabhuji. Prabhuji is from, Prabhuji is associating with ISKCON Punjabi Bagh Temple. And Prabhuji is dedicated his life in serving of Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. Prabhuji is also the book distribution in charge at the temple. And Prabhuji is conducting so many youth programs also, youth preaching programs. And currently Prabhuji is handling book distribution department in Punjabi Bagh Temple. Prabhuji has done also preaching in NIIT Allahabad and IIT Roorkee also. Prabhuji is also taking care of base of working devotees in Gurgaon. So we are very fortunate that we got second time Prabhuji's association. So we welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Thank you so much, Manibhushan Prabhuji. Yes, Shikarta Prabhuji, please, Prabhuji, you can start. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Dhanvat Pranam, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirahe Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lata Shri Vishakhantam Sa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranmami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. And I want to thank all devotees, organizers of the program who have given me the opportunity uh, to speak something glorifying Krishna in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. So warm thank you and welcome to all of you. So I have been asked to speak on the topic on the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, fourth chapter, which is entitled as the process of creation, and the verse number 20th. So this is a very wonderful verse, a very famous verse, and Sukdev Goswami is actually congratulating the Lord, and is out of love. Sukdev Goswami is glorifying the Lord, and Sukdev Goswami is the speaker of this verse, and so we'll first recite this verse, and then we'll have some discussion upon it. So, should I share the screen, or do you have the books with you?
Yes, Prabhuji, you can share the screen, please.
Okay, already shared. Okay, thank you. Shreyapatir Yagyapati Prajapati Dhiyam Patir Lokapatir Dharapati Patir Gatischand Kavrishni Satvatam Prasidatam Me Bhagavan Satam Pati. So, Shriyapati Yagyapati Prajapati Dhiyam Pati Lokapati Dharapati Patir Gatischand Kavrishni Satvatam Prasidatam Me Bhagavan Satam Pati. So, would you like to all of you recite after me one time? Yes? So, I'll recite and then you can follow after me. Shreya Pati Prajapati
Yapatir Prajapati
Dhiyam Pati Lokapati Dharapati
Dheyam Patir Lokapatir Dharapati
Patir Gatischand Kavrishni Satpatam
Patir Gatischanka Vrishni Satvakam
Prasidata Me Bhagavan Satam Pati.
Prasidata Me Bhagwan Satampati.
Okay. So, word meaning, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shriya, all opulence. Pati, the owner. Yagya, of sacrifice. Pati, the director. Prajapati, the leader of all living entities. Dhyam, of intelligence. Pati, the master. Lokpati, the proprietor of all planets. Dhara, or Pati, the supreme. Pati, head. Gati, destination. Cha, also. Andhaka, one of the kings of Yadu dynasty. Vrishni, the first king of the Yadu dynasty. Satvatam, the Yadus. Prasidatam, be merciful. May upon me. Bhagavan, Lord Shri Krishna. Satam, of all devotees. Pati, the Lord. May Lord Shri Krishna, who is the worshipable Lord of all devotees, the protector and glory of all the kings, like Andhaka and Vrishni of the Yadu dynasty, the husband of all goddess of fortune, the director of all sacrifices, and therefore the leader of all living entities, the controller of all intelligence, the proprietor of all planets, spiritual and material, and the supreme incarnation on the earth, the supreme, all in all, be merciful upon me. So, Purport. Since Sukdev Goswami is one of the prominent Gatavyalikas who are freed from all misconception, he therefore expresses his own realized perception of the Lord Shri Krishna as being the sum total of all perfection, the personality of Godhead. Everyone is seeking the favor of the goddess of fortune, but people do not know that the Lord Shri Krishna is the beloved husband of all goddess of fortune. In the Brahma Samhita, it is said that the Lord in his transcendental abode Golok Vrindavan is accustomed to herding the Surbhi's cows and is served there by hundreds of thousands of goddess of fortune. So, we'll gradually read the purport and discuss something about it. So, this verse is spoken by Srila Sukdev Goswami. So, Sukdev Goswami is expressing his own realization of Krishna. First of all, we should try to understand who is Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev Goswami is son of Vyasadeva. And Sukdev Goswami is considered to be the learned of the learned people. Now, he is very learned. Sukdev Goswami has so much renunciation from this world that he did not want to come out of the womb of his mother. For 16 years, Sukdev Goswami was in the womb of his mother. You can try to understand. A person generally remains in the womb of a mother for 9 months. So it is a very incompatible position. Sukdev Goswami is there in a mother's womb for 16 years. What is the reason for that? He did not want to contact himself with the material world. He is thinking that if I contact with this material world, I will be entangled. So he is so much careful and attentive in his performance of transcendental service. So then out of the request by his father, he comes out after 16 years. Who is his father? Vyasadeva. And Sukdev Goswami, just after coming out of his mother's womb, he went to the forest. Because he did not want to did not want to see any opulence of this world. He went to the forest, which is quite, that place is peaceful and suitable for the service of the Lord. So he directly went to the forest. And Vyasadeva is thinking, what? My son came out after 16 years. And as soon as he came out, he went to the forest. So Vyasadeva sent his 2 disciples. Please call Sukdev Goswami. So Sukdev Goswami, one of the 2 personality who were chasing Sukdev Goswami, one recited this verse. Varahapiyam natavara karnayo karnikaram vipratvasakanaka kapisham vejanti chamalam randhanavenu rasasudha Rayankopavrinde Vrindavanya Swapadarasanam Pravishad Gita Kirtihi. So this verse comes in the Venu Geet, in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where the beautiful presence of the Lord when he is entering to the Vrindavan with Krishna, Balram and all the cowherd boys are entering, and Lord is wearing Varaha Pidam Natvara Vapu. His walk is like a dance. And he is wearing a yellow garments, having a costume money, wearing beautiful necklaces, having a pitambar vastra. So all these beautiful ornaments of the Supreme Lord and his beautiful personality has been glorified in this verse. And so when Sukdev Goswami heard this verse, so he became very ecstatic by hearing the beautiful form of the Lord. And another of the person recited this verse. Aho bakiyam stanakala kutam jikam sayapaya apiya sadhavim lebhe gatim dhatri uchitam tatavanyam kamva dayalu sharanam brajema. So this verse shows that when Putana came to kill Krishna, and by giving her breast milk, she wanted to kill Krishna, a small baby. But Krishna, when suck her breast, Krishna took her life and Krishna gave him the position of the mother in the spiritual world, Dhatri, because Krishna saw her good side, that she wanted to feed me the milk. That is the nature of the Lord. Lord always sees the good side of the personality. Krishna is seeing the good in Putana also. That is the beautiful character of the Supreme Lord. So when Sukdev Goswami heard these two verses, one verse actually, Varaha Pidam shows the external beauty of the Lord. And Acharya says, and the Ahobakiyam, Stanakalakutam, shows the internal beauty of the Lord. What is the internal beauty? His compassionate nature. His seeing the good quality in everyone. He's seeing the good quality in everyone. So that is the thing that shows the internal beauty of the Supreme Lord. This is a real beauty. Real beauty, internal beauty of our personalities is compassionate nature, is merciful nature. So Ahobakiyam verse shows the internal beauty and Varaha Pedam shows the external beauty. And when Sukdev Goswami heard these two verses from the disciples of Srila Vyasadeva, he became ecstatic. And he actually, before this, he was considered to be a Gyan Mishra Bhakta, who was very, very renounced. But now he became a pure devotee of the Supreme Lord. So Sukdev Goswami is telling this verse. Sukdev Goswami is saying, Shreyapati, Yagyapati, Prajapati, Dhyyampati, Lokapati, Dharapati, Patir Gatis Chandaka, Vrishni Satvatam, Prasitatam, Me Bhagwan Satampati. So Srila Prabhupada explains that first of all, Lord is the whose Pati? Shriyapati, Yagyapati, Prajapati, Dhyampati, Lokapati and Dharapati. So Lord is Shriyapati. Shri means opulence. First of all, we'll try to understand Shripati, Shriyapati. Shri means opulence. We say Shrimati Radha Rani, who is the source of all the goddess of fortune. And opulence means people in this world all want opulence. People worship Lakshmi, people worship Durga Devi, so that we can get all opulence. Everyone wants opulence in his life. So therefore, you see in India specifically, when Diwali comes, people worship Lakshmi Devi. Oh, Lakshmi ka vaas hona chahiye ghar pe. Lakshmi, everyone wants Lakshmi. So once I was when I was 8 to 10 years old, I asked from my father, मैंने कहा, Papa, why people worship Lakshmi? So why Ganesh ji is worshipped with that Lakshmi ji? So my father replied, actually Lakshmi ji is worshipped, but if by worshipping Ganesh we get right intelligence how to utilize that opulence. Otherwise, Lakshmi, if not come with the right intelligence, can become the cause of our fall down, can become the cause of our degradation also. You see, people become so much rich and they then engage themselves in sinful activities. And if Lakshmi is attained without any sanction of the Supreme Lord, that what happened? That Lakshmi, that paisa, that money, that opulence is utilized in hospitals, in lawyers, in so many other things. So therefore, Lakshmi has actually two expansion. One is known as Rama and one is known as Chanchala. Rama is in the spiritual world, who is serving the Supreme Lord. And Chanchala is in the material world. Chanchala means she always remains agitated. She is not there at one place. You see, sometimes लोग सोचते हैं लक्ष्मी का मतलब ये हरे नोट मिल जाए, ग्रीन नोट मिल जाए, 2000 के, 500 के, and in India this is a currency. So, but it comes and then goes away. Therefore, she is known as Chanchala, and it makes one agitated also. But real opulence is Rama, that is the real expansion of the Lakshmi. And the carrier of this chanchala is owl, ullu, which makes everyone fool. Everyone is after this chanchala Lakshmi, and everyone is fooled by that. Everyone performs sinful activities by that, and it is not stable also. It makes one agitated. But that the Rama expansion of the Lakshmi is the real opulence, which is there in the spiritual world, which is there in the Vaikuntha Lok. Lakshmi Sahasra Sadasambhrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. Thousands of Lakshmi are serving the Supreme Lord Narayan. Lakshmi Narayan, we say. So that opulence is real opulence. That opulence makes one healthy in every aspect, mind, body, and healthy, mind, body, and intelligence. And Lord is the pati of them, owner of that opulence. Okay, so people in this world, Srila Prabhupada mentions that Lakshmi is the actually expansion of the internal potency of the Supreme Lord. Because ultimately Radha Rani is the Aladini Shakti of the Supreme Lord, and Radha Rani expands himself into thousands of goddess of fortune, and Radha Rani expands himself into thousands of gopis, and which are there for the Lord's enjoyment. Okay, so Lord is the husband of all goddess of fortune. Therefore, we say Radha Madhav. Radha Madhav means husband of goddess of fortune. And when Lord appeared in this 5,000 years back, he showed that Lord had 16,108 wives. And the Lord showed that he is a real enjoyer. He made a big opulence for everyone, queen of Dwarka. And Lord was personally present in every of the palace. He expanded himself into 16,108 forms. So that is the opulence of the Lord. He is the husband. He is the real husband of all goddess of fortune. And Sukdev Goswami is glorifying that. And Sukdev Goswami is remembering that aspect of the Supreme Lord. Srila Prabhupada mentions that Lord is the real husband of the goddess of fortune. And there is, whenever we think about Ras Leela, whenever think about the Lord's so many wives, our contaminated intelligence thinks, oh, God is having a sex enjoyment. Lord is enjoying. वो करे तो रास लीला, हम करे तो character ढीला. People like say in India, Delhi. वो करे तो रास लीला. Oh, Lord can have so many wives. Why I can't have 4 or 5 wives? And I can also enjoy. I can also do extramarital affair. Lord also did. I can also did. No, that the relationship of the Supreme Lord was completely freed from any tinge of sex desire. There was not. It was completely out of love for his devotees. And Sukdev Goswami, who is the greatest of the renunciate, Sukdev Goswami did not want to touch this material world. And Sukdev Goswami is glorifying that rasa in his Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Panch Rasa Adhyaya. And he is remembering here, the Lord is the husband of the goddess of fortune. So Lord, the nasty pleasure of this world, which is considered to be the sex life, which is considered to be, this world is considered to be the perverted reflection of the spiritual world. And this is the lowest way of enjoying. With this, in this world, it is considered to be the lowest category. It is considered to be abominable, and this is considered to be the highest of the spiritual world, Madhurya Ras. So, Prabhupada mentions in the purport, if you can share the screen, 7th line. The pure devotee of the Lord, like Sukdev Goswami, who was completely detached from the abominable sex life of the material world, discussed this act of the Lord's pleasure potency, certainly not in relation to sex, but to relish a transcendental taste inconceivable to the mundaners who are after sex life. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was a strict sannyasi, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is considered to be Vairagya Shiromani. And he was a very strict sannyasi. That he did not, once what happened, there were Devadasi who used to recite a beautiful prayers for Lord Jagannath. The Dashavatara Sutra from Jaydev Goswami. So once a very beautiful song was being recited in the Puri, Jagannath Puri, Dashavatara Sutra. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he heard it, he directly went, who is singing this, who is singing this, who is singing? And as soon as he saw that a lady is composing and reciting this Jayadeva Goswami's prayers, so Lord Chaitanya very quickly obstructed himself and he did not went to that lady. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not, never used to hear from the lady. They may be reciting spiritual songs also. And he did not allow any woman to come near him. So that was a strict Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. But he is telling us, Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesh Tanaya Tadham Vrindavanam Ramya Kachidupasana Vraj Vadhu Varge Nava Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Premopumartho Maha Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidam Tatradharana Para. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling all of us how to worship the Supreme Lord in the abode of Vrindavan. And in the mood of gopis, Aradhya Bhagavan Vrajesh Tanaya Tad Dham Vrindavan, Ramya Kachid Upasana, Vraj Vadhu, following the footstep of the gopis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling, who is a strict sannyasi. So we can understand by the character of Sukadeva Goswami, by the character of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that this goddess of fortune are the internal potency of the Supreme Lord, Anadini Shakti. So there was not a tinge of sex desire involved in that relationship. It was completely out of love. There is no calm. Atmendriya priti vancha tare bole kaam, Krishnendriya priti ichha dhare prema naam. What is calm? What is lust? When one want to enjoy from the other personality. One want to exploit other for his own enjoyment. And what is love? One wants to serve. One wants to give happiness to the other party. Like a flower is there. So, when you pluck the flower, you want to use for your own enjoyment. But when you water the flower, then it's like a love. That is the difference between love and a lust. Lust means plucking the flower. You want to enjoy for your own self. Whether he is feeling any distress, whether he goes to hell, and whether what is situation, I do not. Whether flower is feeling pain or not, I want it for my own self. That is the meaning of lust. And what is the meaning of love? I want to serve him. I want to see him happy. I want to see my beloved to be happy. So that is the relationship with the Supreme Lord, with her consorts, with her goddess of fortune. And Lord is really Pati of them, husband of goddess of fortune. Okay? So Lord is ultimately Purusha because he is the only enjoyer. Bhoktaram yakitapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. He is the only enjoyer. Everyone is servant. Ekala Ishvara Krishna arasa bhritya. Everyone, only there is one Ishvara, that is Lord Supreme. And arasa bhritya. Everyone is servant. Everyone is there to serve in his enjoyment. We all are considered to be Prakriti. हो सकता है हम लोग अभी पुरुष के देह में हो. I am in the body of a male body. No, I am also Prakriti. Everyone is Prakriti. And Lord is only Purusha. Prakriti is there to serve Purusha, to give enjoyment to Purusha. Okay? So, Lord is a real Purusha. Lord is a husband of goddess of fortune, and we all are there to serve, to give him enjoyment. Now, someone may feel, Prabhuji, you are saying very right thing that we should serve the Supreme Lord. We should give him enjoyment. But sometimes, whenever I think of this statement, now I feel, what will happen to me? मेरा क्या होगा? So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explains in Chaitanya Charitamrita that a person who is doing worship of the Supreme Lord in such a mood, giving him only enjoyment, give him only happiness, give him all service, for him Ananda is chasing after that personality. That living entity is completely filled with Ananda. स्वतः ही उसके पास आनंद भागते हुए आएगा. He will automatically feel satisfied. Automatically. He did not want to think of that. And that is the greatest irony. Or if we understand this basic thing, that how to get pleasure in life, do not think about one's own pleasure. Think about the Lord's pleasure. And the whole world is thinking that I will become happy when I will think of my own pleasure. Somehow or other I should enjoy. Somehow or other I should enjoy. I should exploit other. I should get this. I should get that. I should make my income like this. I should do this. I should do that. So the real secret of becoming happy is to not to think for one's own happiness, rather think for the Supreme Lord's happiness. Because this is our nature. We are there to cooperate, not compete with the Supreme Lord. When you cooperate with the Supreme Lord, then naturally bhakti is such a shrestha, that happiness what living entity will get, that is considered the condensed bliss. And Lord is coming in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to experience that pleasure which Radharani is getting. Okay. So that is the nature of bhakti. Bhakti is such a great thing. The Lord becomes subservient to bhakti also. Bhakti means pleasure. Bhakti means anand. Bhakti means service. Bhakti means love. So a living entity, his position is to serve the Supreme Lord. And we are Prakriti, Lord is Purusha. So first of all, Sukdev Goswami says, Shriyapati, that you are the Pati, you are the owner of the opulences. Yagyapati, second thing is that you are the Yagyapati. Yagyapati means that the goal of all sacrifice is to satisfy the Lord Vishnu. Any yagya, any sacrifice is happening, it is there for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. Yagyartharth karmano nyatra loko yam karma bandhana. People do so many karma kanda yagya, but ultimately Lord, one of the name of Lord is Yagya. Yagya means Yagya or Yagyapati means who is the Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. I am the enjoyer of all sacrifices. And one of the name of the Lord is Yagya Bhuk. It says who can enjoy all the sacrifices. Okay. People although perform many yagya for demigods, but ultimately those all demigods also transfer that offering to the Supreme Lord only. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, those who are less intelligent, they do about it. They try to worship the Supreme Lord for their own immediate material benefit. But one should know that the Yagyapati is Vishnu only. That he is the only enjoyer of all sacrifices. So ultimately, all sacrifices culminates in the worship of Vishnu only. If that is not happening, that Shram Evi Kevalam is considered to be as Shram Evi Kevalam. It is considered that only endeavor, no result. Okay, one has done so much big yajna, Putreshti yajna, ye yajna, wo yajna, Ashwamedh yajna, but ultimately all those yajnas are for the pleasure to satisfy the Supreme Lord. If one does not know about that goal, then Shramevi Kevalam. Okay, and in this Kali Yuga, what is the yajna recommended by Lord? Sankirtana yajna praya yajanti hi sumedasa. An intelligent person worships the Supreme Lord in this age of Kali by Sankirtan yajna. Because we cannot perform yajna which was done in Satyuga, Treta or Dwapar Yuga. We do not have qualified brahmanas, we do not have qualified ingredients, we don't have pure ghee, we do not have that one cannot recite mantra also properly. So Lord, out of his merciful nature, has given us Sankirtan yajna. Sankirtan means Bhavir militva yad iti Sankirtanam. When people come together and glorify Krishna, that is Sankirtan. Bhavir militva. The more people are there, it becomes more ecstatic. The more it is, the merrier it is. One of the slogan of GBC is, more devotees, happier devotees. One of the slogan of GBC is, when there are more devotees, it becomes more happy. हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, जैसे लोग those who want to drink alcohol, वो कहते हैं जितने ज़्यादा नशेड़ी होंगे उतना मजा आएगा. Similarly, the more devotees are there, the more it becomes joy and happiness and pleasure for the devotees. So therefore, Sankirtan means preaching to the Supreme Lord, preaching about the Lord. When we preach, we go out and bring other people into our family. And when Lord sees that our family is increasing of devotees, Lord becomes very happy. And it should be done for the pleasure of the Lord. Yagyapati. Lord is the real owner of all sacrifices. And the real sacrifices in this age of Kali is Sankirtan Yajna. So Sankirtan means preaching about bringing other people into our family. And that is Sankirtan. Bahubir militva yat iti Sankirtanam. Then says Prajapati. The Lord is the leader of all living entity. प्रजा, राजा होता है उसकी प्रजा होती है. तो भगवान हम सब के ऑल लिविंग एंटिटीज के मालिक हैं. उपनिषद से नित्यो नित्यानाम चेतनस चेतनानाम एको भवनाम यो विदधाति कामान. What it says, Lord is one who has expanded himself into many living entities. And we are like Anu, Lord is like Vibhu. We are Atma, Lord is Paramatma. We are Brahma means we are transcendental, Lord is Parabrahma. A living entity knows about his own self. Living entity knows about his own self. And I can know about my own body. Even I do not know about my own body completely. How digestion is happening, everything. But Lord in the form of Paramatma is there in everyone's body and he knows about everyone's body. Okay? So that is the difference. And Lord is our leader. The presence of Atma is there because of Paramatma. The basis of Atma is Paramatma. Eko bhavnam yo vidhati kama. And Lord, one of the name of the Lord is Bhutabhrit, who is the maintainer of all living beings. He is a real maintainer of all living beings. If you understand this one thing, that Prajapati, Lord is our leader and maintainer. Kathopanishad says, Eko bhavnam vidhati kaman. Then we will become very happy in our life. The Lord is my maintainer. You see, in Africa, an elephant eat hundreds and thousands tons of food every day. But Lord is providing him also. And Srila Prabhupada, when he was there in this planet, he said he revolved this whole earth world 14 times. He told in one of his letter that I saw that there is so much opulence, there is so much natural resources available in this world that we can feed 3 times more population than the entire population right now. That is the so much is being available, but out of greed, we see starvation comes because of the greed and unwanted desire of some living entities. Starvation, hunger, these things happen. But if one understands that Lord is the maintainer, and Lord, if one worships the Lord, then everyone can be fed profusely. There cannot be any problem which can come. You see, Lord is maintaining even animals. Why will not Lord maintain human beings? If someone is saying that because if someone gives this argument that bhuke pet bhajan na ho Gopal, people say na, that I cannot worship because I am an hungry. How I can worship the Lord? No. One should have the faith that Lord is maintainer. Lord is my maintainer. Lord is maintaining everyone. We cannot maintain ourselves. You see, we do not know how by the time factor anything can happen. Tsunami may come, earthquake may come, our unemployment can come at any time, our digestion may go away, and our disease may come, corona may come, anything can come. Prahlad Maharaj says, बालस्य नेहा शरणं पितरौ नरसिंहा नारदस्य चागदं तन्वत्ति मज्जतौ नौ तप्तस्य तत्प्रीतिविधेर्या इहाञ्जसेष्टास् तावत् विभूतनुभिधां त्वदुपेक्षितानाम्. Prahlad Maharaj says that balasya neha sharanam pitrau narasimha, that a father cannot protect his own child. Nartasya chagadam, a traveler, a sailor or a boatman cannot save his those who are traveling on his boat. So a captain cannot save the travelers. Nartasya chagadam udanati majitam. A doctor cannot save his patient. Tavad vibhutanubhritam tvadupekshitanam. The person to whom you have rejected. Tvadupekshitanam. The person to whom you have rejected, no one can save him. There need to be a sanction of the Supreme Lord for our sustenance, for our maintenance. Yes, a father cannot protect his child. That is the truth. He may think, I can do that, but no. When a time when things goes beyond his control, he cannot protect his child. He may think, I am the protector, I am the maintainer of him. No. So this is not possible. And similarly, a doctor cannot save always his patient. जैसे पहले गांव में लोग बोला करते थे कि आई क्योर बट ही ट्रीट्स. ऐसे एक डॉक्टर थे, मैं जहाँ पे जाता था, बहुत अच्छी लाइन लिखी थी, आई ट्रीट बट ही क्योर्स. आई कैन जस्ट ओनली गिव द ट्रीटमेंट, बट अल्टीमेट क्योर कैन हैपन ओनली if there is a sanction of the Supreme Lord. Otherwise it cannot happen. Okay. So we see there are many cases which happens. A person may be dying, but out of some circumstances he is saved. And a person who is there are a lot of chances of his being saved, but he cannot be saved by the doctors. So doctor also says, I cannot say 100% about him. So a doctor cannot save his own patient, a parent cannot protect his child, a captain cannot protect his traveler, Titanic, a great history which happened. And the people are thinking that this Titanic can never sink, but on his first journey, no one could be saved. Okay? So, for Tavad Vibhotanu Bhitam Tvad Upekshitana, to whom you are rejected, he cannot be saved. Jare Krishna Mareke, Rakhe Krishna Mareke. To whom Krishna wants to save, no one can kill him. To whom Krishna wants to kill, no one can save him. Mare Krishna Rakhe, Rakhe Krishna Mareke. So, third thing which is told by Srila Sukadeva Goswami is that you are Prajapati, you are the leader of all living entities. So till now we have three things we have seen. Shreyapati, the Lord is the husband of the goddess of fortune. Second is Yagyapati, Lord is the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Third is Prajapati, he is the leader and maintainer of all living entities. Fourth is Dhyampati, the Lord is the master of our intelligence. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha Vedescha Sarve Raham Vedyo Vedanta Kritvetu Videvcha Sarvasya Chaham Hridisanna Veshto Matta Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha Vedescha Sarve Rahameva Vedyo Vedanta Kritvetu Videvcha. So, who is the owner of our intelligence? Lord. If Lord is Mata Smritir Jnanam Apohanam Cha, I give the remembrance and I give the forgetfulness. You see, some people are born very intelligently, means they can remember the things. They have a very sharp memory, photographic memory, some people are. And some people do not have that because of some past activities, because of their pious karmas or sinful karmas. One gets the highest intelligence because one gets the power of remembrance. So, Lord is Dhyampati. He is the Lord of the intelligence. So, one should utilize intelligence for serving the Supreme Lord because He is the Lord. One should know. Some people may have the very good power of remembrance, but if they are utilizing that power of remembrance for their own sense gratification, then that is their foolishness and that is their then they are misusing their intelligence. Then what will happen? Prabhupada mentions that they will become entangled in different species of life. So therefore one should know that my intelligence master is the Supreme Lord, therefore by my intelligence I should worship him. Narad Pancharatra says that Lord, one of the name of the Lord is Rishikesh, means he is the owner of the senses. Our senses, he is the owner of our senses. I am not the owner of my own senses. I may be owner of my senses to some extent. I can move my hand, I can say, I can eat, I can smell, I can see. But if I get the paralysis, how I can move my hand? So I am a tiny controller. Lord is supreme controller of my senses. Even I am not controller of my own senses. Therefore, another name of the Lord is Rishik Isha. Rishik means senses, Isha means controller. Lord is the controller of all senses, including intelligence. So one should utilize his intelligence, which is the power of remembrance or forgetfulness, for worshipping the Supreme Lord. One may have very good power of remembrance, and if that by that power of remembrance, one is planning in different ways that how to engage in sense gratification and how to exploit the resources of material nature. And some people have very good power of remembrance, and they influence other people also because of their remembrance power. They can give a lot of nice presentation so that, but they are taking themselves and other people away from God. They are making them atheist. So they are gliding towards the darkest nature of life. So Srila Prabhupada mentions that one should utilize his intelligence for right purpose, for serving the Supreme Lord, knowing its owner. Okay. So fourth thing is Dhyampati. Then Lokapati. Lord is Lokapati. Lord is the proprietor of all planets. Means you see there are so many planetary systems, 14 planetary systems in this universe, and there are hundreds and millions of universes revolving which are coming out of the breathing power of Mahavishnu. Just by exhaling and inhaling, hundreds and millions of universes are coming out from the body, from the pores of Mahavishnu. So Lord and Lord is maintaining everyone. Lord is the proprietor of all of those planets. Lokapati. And then he says, Sukadeva Goswami says, Dharapati. And you are the proprietor of Dhara means earth. Especially you are for the earth, you are the proprietor. Naturally, you are the proprietor of all the planets, including the earth. Okay. And then he says, Sukadeva Goswami says, Patir Gatis Chandaka Vrishni Satmata. That Patir Gatis, you are the destination and Pati of Chandakas, of Chandaka means one of the king of Yadu dynasty. Vrishni and Satvatam. Satvata means Yadus, Vrishnis and Andaka. All these dynasties for them, you are their leader. You are their leader. So Prasidata me Bhagavan Satvatapati. So please be merciful upon me. Prasidata me Bhagavan Satvatapati. So Lord was very lovable to all the Vrishni dynasty, to all the Yadus and to all the Andakas. Means who appeared 5,000 years back with the Lord. Lord came with his associates. Like a king comes, when he appears into this, whenever king moves, he comes with his praja. So similarly, when the Lord appears in this world, he comes with all his associates. And his associates include Vrishni, Andaka and Yadu dynasty. So they were the closest associate of the Supreme Lord. And Lord, out of his own merciful nature, he is with them. And he's behaving like a normal human being with them. That is the mercy of the Lord towards his devotees. So Sukadeva Goswami is remembering the Lord and is glorifying the Lord. And he is saying that you are the supreme controller, supreme proprietor, supreme enjoyer of all intelligence, of all yajna, of all opulences, of all planets, and of all living entities. And still you are very merciful to this Vrishni, Chandaka and Yadu dynasty, that you are moving like a normal human being with them. You are serving them. With the Pandavas, Krishna was behaving like their younger brother. Krishna was acting like he was like charioteer of Arjuna. Krishna took that position. Do you know chariot, when a person moves in a chariot, so how to move to right and left? If you want to move to right, you have to give a leg on the shoulder of the charioteer. So Arjuna was throwing his leg on the shoulder of Krishna. Krishna was receiving those legs from the Arjuna. So that was a merciful nature of the Supreme Lord. He's behaving like a normal human being with them, out of his love for his devotees, for Yadus and for Vrishnis and for Andhakas. So Sukadeva Goswami is remembering that you are such a uh, Trilokinath, that you are supreme in every aspect. In every aspect, you are the Supreme Personality, and still you are very merciful to his own devotees. So he's saying, please be merciful upon me. So the last paragraph, we'll try to read this very wonderful paragraph, and then we'll have some, at the end, we'll just conclude with that. And if you have screen, if you have, please share it, or otherwise I can share. Us. Should I share?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Prabhupada mentions all these qualifications are different types of, as the different types of pati mentioned in this verse are meant for Lord Krishna. Are you all able to see?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
All these qualifications as the different types of pati mentioned in this verse are meant for Lord Shri Krishna. Can you read? Any one of you can read? Yes.
Guruji, I think the image is more zoom out. We cannot read the full paragraph. I think the half paragraph.
Prabhu, I will read, Prabhu. Zoom.
Yes, Puji, read it.
All these qualifications as the different types of pati mentioned in this verse are meant for Lord Sri Krishna. And Sukadeva Goswami has therefore especially mentioned the pati and gati of the Yadu dynasty. The members of the Yadu dynasty knew that Lord Sri Krishna is everything, and all of them intended to return to Lord Krishna after he had finished his transcendental pastimes on the earth. The Yadu dynasty was annihilated by the will of the Lord because its members had to return home with the Lord. The annihilation of the Yadu dynasty was a material show created by the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, the Lord and the members of the Yadu dynasty are all eternal associates. The Lord is therefore the guide of all devotees. And as such, Sukadeva Goswami offered him due respects with love-laden feelings. Hare Krishna.
So Lord Sukadeva Goswami offered him with love-laden feelings. Out of love, Sukadeva Goswami is saying this verse. It's a very famous verse. So we can remember that there are 6 things mainly glorified. Shriyapati, Yagyapati, Prajapati, Dhyampati, Lokapati, Dharapati. And then Sukadeva Goswami says in the 3rd line, we can remember like that, Patir Gatis Chandaka Vrishni Satvatam. And you are the destination, Gati means destination, and leader and maintainer of Andhaka dynasty, Vrishni dynasty, Yadu dynasty, and every one of them. Okay? And you behaved like a very normal, out of your own love for the Supreme, out of your own love, you behave like a, you did this pastimes with all these devotees. Okay? So, Pasidata me Bhagwan Satampati. Okay? So, please be merciful upon me. That is the prayer by the Sukadeva Goswami. Just I want to share one more shloka with all of you. At the end, I'll just very wonderful shloka. With this, I will conclude the today's class. So this shloka says, Sarthanya parshad sevana sakhya dotya virasanugamanam stavana pranama snigdheshu pandushu jagat pranitam cha vishnu bhaktim karoti nirpatischaranarvinde. Yes, any one of you would like to read this very powerful? Prabhuji, can you read this translation?
Maharaj
Yes.
Parikshit heard that out of his causeless mercy, Lord Krishna, Vishnu, who is universally obeyed, rendered all kinds of service to the malleable sons of Pandu by accepting posts ranging from chariot driver to president to messenger, friend, night watchman, etc., according to the will of the Pandavas, obeying them like a servant and offering obeisances like one younger in years. When he heard this, Maharaj Parikshit became overwhelmed with devotion to the lotus feet of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
So that was the greatness of the Lord, that he accepted like a servant, messenger, friend, night watchman, etc. And very powerful at the end, Prabhupada mentions this. With this, I will conclude that how to achieve that, some practical application for all of us. Lord's dealing with his devotees appear to be ordinary human dealings. But one who knows them in truth becomes at once eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. The Pandavas were so malleable. Try to understand this word. Pandavas were so malleable to the will of the Lord that they could sacrifice any amount of energy for the service of the Lord. And by such unalloyed determination, they could secure the Lord's mercy in any shape they desired. So Pandavas' qualities were, they were malleable. One is known as ductile, one is known as malleable. We read in our material engineering. Ductile means टूट जाएंगे लेकिन झुकेंगे नहीं. Malleable means whatever is required, whatever is needful for the service, I will do it. So that was the nature of the Pandavas, and they were unalloyed. They were having no desire other than to satisfy the Supreme Lord, and they were determined also. Therefore, they could secure the Lord's mercy in any shape they desired. Lord became their charioteer, Lord became their friend, Lord became their watchman, Lord became their messenger, Lord became their servant. So that was the mercy shown by Lord Krishna to all the Pandavas. And when Parikshit heard about this, his own ancestors, he became ecstatic. Okay, so thank you very much, all of you, for
Thank you, Prabhuji,
if anyone has
for
any
such a
comment.
nice explanation. We have anybody have any doubt or comments? You can go ahead.
Okay, so thank you. It was very pleasure to associate with all of you, and so we'll stop now.
Shugana Prabhu, you can do word of thanks. Prabhuji.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Shivaguna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji is on another call.
Okay, Sadanand Shyam Prabhu, you can do the word of thanks, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Danda Pranam.
Pranam.
Yeah. We are we have heard about excellent class, Prabhu, and about the glorification of the Supreme Lord. Important slogas 1, 2, 4, 20. So we are very inspirative class and class. So utilized the more time for us purification of us. So we will chant for Prabhu's spiritual progress by chanting Hare Krishna mantra 3 times. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Thank you very much, Sri Karta Prabhuji.
Thank you very much.
We will await your another session. We will be informing you. Please keep us in your schedule. Kanaganga Chaitanya Prabhu will contact you. Thank you very much. We'll do Vaishnava Pranam for Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Kalpatarubhyascha
kripa
kripa sindhubhyascha
sindhubhyascha
patitanam
patitanam
pavanebhyo
pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo
namo namo.
namaha.
Nanda Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki
Ki
jai.
jai,
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Sri Karta Prabhu ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna devotees. Our 10th canto detailed study will be there in the evening 6:30. Please join. Sri Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu will be continuing 8th chapter today. Please join in the evening. Hare Krishna. We will conclude